Hi, I'm Erin Evans, and I chose my kids' Calico Critters as my Module 6 application activity toy. They were made by a Japanese company named Epic in 1985, and in 1987, when they decided to expand and sell to the United States and to Canada, they rebranded it after a dip in sales as Calico Critters, is what they're called. And then there are different family sets of cats, dogs, squirrels, chipmunks, bunnies. There's many different types of animals, but they are sold in traditional family sets with the male dad and the female mom, and then children. My kids dressed it up as in an apron, so I don't know where its actual clothes are. And they are they're developed around the old dollhouse styles. So there's different grocery stores. This is a food corner. There is a van you can go on a trip with. We have a grocery market. There's also like the old doll houses where it's a house on one side, and then you can decorate it and fill it with different kinds of furniture. They're very miniature little pieces. There's silverware and tables and dishes, food items, little figures of food, beds, toilets. They are the animals themselves, the figurines. They're articulating. They have their arms and legs sort of move and their heads move, but they are clearly gendered, with females being in old style dresses with aprons. Very, very traditional, stereotypical roles of women being in the home, caretaking, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the children. The masculine role being portrayed with a suit and a tie. So obviously a breadwinner, businessman, goes out and earns the money. However, in these, if you take off their clothes and put them as little naked animals, just in their fur, there is no gender. There's nothing. They're just little figures. So children could play with these in a descriptive manner rather than a prescriptive manner, and they could change their roles if they wanted to and say, well, what we thought of as the mom, we're going to make now as the dad. And we could have, let's see, we'll put the bunny in the dress. And we could have a family of two moms, or we could have a family of two dads. It doesn't have to be the traditional sexual or sex-based roles, the gender roles of binary. So you could have two. So it allows for creative and imaginative play. It allows for communication and dialogue, for narratives. Children can create their own narratives and stories that they want to tell. They can practice their communication styles between adults and children, between adults and adults. They can challenge societal views and societal norms and the heteronormative ideals that we have in our society. They can exhibit the queer communication styles if that's what is in their home or what they want to do. They could practice those different communication techniques. They could practice communication between kids themselves, or how to approach different problems in their own life. Maybe as a play, act it out. I got bad grades today. Oh, well, now you're going to be in trouble and you're grounded. Or I got bad grades today. That's okay. I'll help you with your homework more. We'll sit and read together. We'll do math every day. There's different ways that they can problem solve, and they can explore those different barriers and hurdles that they may encounter in their own life, or problems with friends. They could explore that. They could explore small minor things and just have imaginative creative play, or they could tackle bigger problems that they have in their life, or ones that they've seen on TV. So I like these toys. I know they're typically, they are gendered. I don't have a problem with that because we see that in everyday life, but it allows kids the creative play and the creative freedom that they have to explore whatever topic they want to. It doesn't restrict, I don't think it restricts their creativity or their play, especially in regards to gender and roles. I think it allows for anything, because now we put the cat, who we thought was as a female, or who presented as a female, and now we're presenting as a male. So we could be gender fluid if we wanted to. We can be anything that we want. We're not limited. And I like that about these toys in particular, is that there are no limits to your imagination. That's what I have. The references are down below. Thanks. Let me know what you think.